Hello YouTube and welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert. So, in the last episode we set up this little area down here and got our uranium processing going. I threw in some more stuff to process. It's working well. Uh-oh. I broke it already. Alright, that's good. Ah, uh, come on. Come on. Can I have my filter back? Thank you. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's fixed again, hopefully. Alright, so it's been working well. As you can see, I covered it up a bit. But basically, I didn't do much to change it. All I did was add the pipe to the back of the quad fuel rod crafter that brings it up to the reactors, and I also hooked up the reactors to all this redstone, and they are now completely set up and have uranium in them. They are currently not running, though. As you can see, there's also this little power line that now feeds into this MFE again. I tested them all. They do work. So, yeah, this is a little maintenance access I added. As you can see, got redstone. The lever is right here that controls them. So that goes down here. You can see the pipe that goes up to the reactors and brings the fuel rods. So yeah, this is separate redstone to control some stuff down here. That pull iron lever. Yeah, that's the reactor off to the left side in the middle. So yeah, you can access the whole area from down here, or from that hatch, which is fine by me. And I also then dug out this area here because today we're going to be finishing the second half of this this automated reactor system, which is processing the old fuel rods. And I didn't hollow out as much of a space behind it because, well, quite frankly, there's not as much to this. I think we're only really going to need a few machines here. But, yeah, so as you can see, this quad uranium fuel rod here. So I have another thermal centrifuge, and basically we're going to send the depleted uranium fuel rods to this. Thermal centrifuge is going to take them, it's going to turn it into plutonium, uranium-238, pulverized iron. So, how we're going to do this is this uranium-238, we are just going to turn it into, where is it? Oh, can you not? Oh, you can't. How do you make these nuggets? Uranium-235. Oh, I've been had. Oh, that's not a super big deal, I guess, it's not that bad. Alright, so, but, yeah, so then, what's gonna happen is this iron is gonna go to an electric furnace, get smelted, and sent back into the other part of the system to be reused. And then we're going to take this plutonium and just turn it into straight up plutonium. I think we're gonna go the compressor route just because it's faster. Which is why I have a compressor here, the electric furnace for the iron, and the thermal centrifuge is for starting the whole thing. We're going to start off on... Oh, actually, in case any of you are copying this, it is very important that you put a filter, a whitelist filter whitelists that whitelists only these quad uranium fuel rods, the depleted ones, or else it will just start to pull everything out of the reactor. See, now it's not because it pulled these since uranium fuel. That didn't come out quite right. Oh, you can see the system working. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's get that filled up. But yeah, so basically what happens is that can I shove this in here? Then will you take it? No. No, it won't. Can I get to the node? No, I can't. I guess I can go down here for now. Just take it. Oh, that's right, this one's used. That's why it's not working. Dramaticgasp.com. It was this one. Yes, this is a brand new one. Let's switch those two around just so that put this one away for storage purposes. But yeah, it's very important that you do put that what's it called? Oh, those filters in these transfer nodes, because you know some of these didn't need filters. This chest definitely did, though. Not all these needed filters. I just put them on just as a precaution to make sure we're pulling the right items. But yeah. So we're gonna get started here with our thermal centrifuge. I need a couple. Oh, I was about to say, how in the world am I holding uranium-238? That's like, oh wait, I'm my suit. And that eating animation was weird. Okay, well, now that we got that sorted, so we're gonna. I've really noticed that I need more of this uranium-235, which comes from. Ooh, how do we get this? Compressing pellet. Oh. Oh. Whoa. What? Okay. How do you make one of these? How do you make a pellet of MOX nuclear fuel? How do you do it? Who cares? Alright, so, do I have just some random blocks in my inventory? No, I don't. Not even up here. I do, but that's reactor casing. I really don't want to use that. Got that from a quest. I do in my building bag. Of course I would in my building bag. Alright, so just like this one here, we're going to start out with our thermal centrifuge and branch out as needed. So, first off, we're going to transfer pipes. 1, 2, 3. And no, I'm not going to set it up like that. Because do I want it to go on the top? That's a good question. I'm gonna go ahead and say no, I don't. Okay, well, let's get these connected first. Ooh, that could be a bit of an issue. It's kind of important where I place these pipes because eventually I might have to transport some things to these other machines again for reprocessing, but yeah. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna... How did I do it? Okay, I did just pull out of the side. Okay, so I think we'll go in... this side? Well, because I'm not gonna be pulling anything directly out of here, correct? Let me check this again. No, I am. The uranium-238 is definitely going back. Okay. So, I'll just send it to a chest. You know what? It's probably easier that way anyway. So, let's connect that. And then go to that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... It's a little sketchy, but it's okay. I'm just gonna wrap it around so it can come in the side here. So that'll put any depleted fuel rods into this thermal centrifuge, which will hook up power afterwards, as we did last time. Hopefully these uranium RTGs will be enough, so I don't have to... I do have some americium ones. I think that's how you pronounce that. But I don't really want to use them unless I have to. So this is going to make plutonium, iron dust, and the uranium-238, so we're just going to take all that stuff, except for the, I don't think we're going to need a, I don't think it's going to be super important that we have a, what's it called? A filter on this one, so I'm just going to skip it. And we're going to smack down a chest here, which will send everything everywhere. A filter does matter for these, though. Oh, no, I don't have the stuff yet. Uh-oh. Alright, well, that's okay. I think what we're going to do then is we're going to get power hooked up to this now. Yeah, we're just going to get power hooked up now. I'll feed power in just from the back. Why not? Okay, well, I need to consider... Well, I can still pull from the back of this chest, that's fine. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to turn on the reactors, because we need to test this anyway. Because this first reactor here, fuel rods are almost completely depleted. So if we let it run for long enough, it should bring it over to this thermal centrifuge and start running it. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's going to be enough because I completely forgot about how much power this thermal centrifuge here consume. I'm sure I'll find a purpose for these things one day. I'm sure there's something small that they oh, I know what I can power with them. Well, that's fine. All right, is that better? Yes. Okay. They can power all these. They should be power. So let's see here. I'm gonna take iron. Iron needs to go through more processing. So I'm gonna take that out. Top. We're gonna take plutonium at the bottom. We're gonna just take the uranium-238 out of the back. I might not, because this thing makes a ridiculous amount of uranium-238 as it is, right? Yes, it is. It already makes a ridiculous amount of uranium-238, so I might not even do that, because I might just use this to, like, allow myself to keep some uranium. I mean, you can always... How helpful is this? Fission reactor. Fuel rods, scanning machines, okay. Maybe we'll use this uranium to create the, half miles first. My water, stay hydrated. Alright, so, yeah, I think basically, what we're gonna do then is we're just gonna, because is plutonium, here, I haven't thought about this part of the thing as much, because what is plutonium gonna do? Just this in terms of crafting. Or wait, this is the tiny piles of, whoops, let's go here. What is it good for? MOX, uranium nuclear fuel, melts of I was already in. Okay. Not sure what purpose the MOX nuclear fuel has. So I think for now, all we're going to do is we're just going to have it, you know, we're just going to let it do its thing. If you guys, I mean, how are the reactors doing on the power gen? That's pretty good. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. Last for such a long time. Oh wait. Second, guys. I'll be right back because I think I have some nuclear stuff lying around. I'll be right back and I'll get those filters going. Okay, guys. So I found some depleted fuel rods from the my first time running my singular reactor. I waited until this thermal centrifuge heated up so you guys didn't that long. But yeah, now we have the stuff we're gonna need to build. Oh, also, I've run into a bit of a problem here. I'm making so much more uranium-238 than I am these, tiny piles of uranium-235 that it's overflowing, the system, as you can see here. So I'm not exactly sure what to do about that. I either need to get more uranium-235, like that, or I need to get more, what's it called? Or I need to figure a way to take some uranium-238 out, but not all of it. So yeah, please let me know if you have any. So I think what we're gonna do with this uranium-238 is we are just going to, like, essentially what we're gonna do is this uranium-238, it does not need to go back into the system. Its other uses, complex nuclear fuel, rich uranium nuclear fuel, which is right now. Doesn't have a whole lot of other uses, so I guess for now, what we're gonna do is we might just send it to barrel like our lead here. More useful. But oh, geez, this thing is fast. I forgot. Okay, so we're gonna continue with the plutonium on the bottom. So set that filter up first. Select the singular one. Blacklist, uranium-238, and vaporized iron. Hold here. Oh, it already caught on. Perfect. That's all up there. Up top, we're gonna send the iron there so that they are. We're going to filter out plutonium 238 blacklist. Send an iron dust there. And then uranium-238, should I pull it? I'm gonna pull it from the back just so it doesn't mess with our other stuff. But yeah, if you guys can figure out a way, if anybody knows how I can take some of this out, but not all of it, like have it completely automated, that would be it. So just pull some out when it has so much, or every so often it pulls a little bit out, that would be nice, because I don't know what to do with it. And even though we really don't need a filter for this last one, I'm going to make one anyway. We do not want iron or plutonium to go into this. Tiny piles. You know what I mean. Okay, so we're just going to take those, our filter in here, safe. That's what we like. So let's start with our iron. That's just gonna send it back to the system. There is. So all I'm gonna do here is have a right? Yes it is. Okay, so all we're gonna have here is we're just going to have an electric furnace. Feed power to. Start making iron, then this iron is going to get sent back onto that one. This is copper, this is iron, and this also. There we go. We'll look at that later. And what's going to has no power, that's right. Or something like that. It's gonna work? Yes. I can confirm it will work. Okay. Oh. Come on. Okay, that's... what we're gonna do next is also we're having a promise. Bag. Already got back in this tiny pile of set it man, that's a lot of iron. I pulled some overclocker upgrade out of some of those machines. I'm gonna speed up this electric furnace. What the heck? Yeah. This here is safe again. No. This iron needs to go to I'm not sure which. This will make the plates for this. This one goes into that one and then makes less rods. I don't know. Oh, guys, I don't know. This is just a barrel. Stick it into a barrel, and then this iron needs to go. Which one should we send it? Let's go. Right? Which one actually has slots? It's pretty... I don't know. That's... break this without... No, I don't trust it. Around Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'm gonna send this down. The cleanest way to do this. I don't have to worry about my big down. So it's gonna take a while. Ugh. This stuff is so strong. Oh. Well, this is all a reactor besides ammo. Save. Start on the next block. Block lag. Yeah, this should work. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I have a pipe set up that pulls from my overall resources, then it splits it between those two metal formers. Yeah, the iron. So basically, I'm just gonna... the pipe is, that one. It's this pipe, one that I broke, and all I'm gonna do with it is I am just going to put this pipe up with an iron will go through it and into one of the metal tubes. So then it'll go to both as well, which is good. I guess the ideal situation, since I wasn't really sure which one needed it more. Alright. Okay, I'll still be able to... Ooh, don't do that. Wait, no. Not trash can. Stop it. Oh yeah, so, and apparently this doesn't... That's right. I found out it doesn't make stone dust purified. It's unnecessary. My system before was not washing it. It purified stuff, so yay. This thing I have to do. Come on, Mint Trap. Here we go. Alright. So that's job up there. Okay. Then, now that that's all sorted out, right, yes it is. One into these. Not yet, because there aren't any upgrades. That's okay, this thing doesn't have to be fast. That's automated. So, let's get a tab. No, I don't have any more barrels. I have chests. Okay. I need 2 barrels here, one for uranium and one for, oh. Slagged a bit there. Do I have wood down here by chance? I know I have. No. I have this stuff, but I can't make. Oh, that's 90% certain that you cannot make a barrel with the mineral wood. Oh, I'm getting a bit of lag. That's right, because when I logged on, I didn't come up here, so it's loading. Excuse me. There we are. Okay, 1, 2. We'll make 2 of these guys. Oh. That's dark oak. We can make a dark oak one. Who cares? Oh, I left some reinforced stone up here. Okay. Well, that's nice to have. We'll just use some dark oak. You know what? Oh, what's the difference? It's a little bit darker. It's the final products. Well, I guess lead is also one of the final products of this. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Somebody... Ooh. Did somebody leave the mob farm on? Is my game crashing? That would be certainly very disappointing when we're on the cusp of greatness. Don't do this to me. Okay, we're good. Somebody left the mob farm on. Somebody here. Nobody's here, and there's no spike in stone. That's not good. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Well, now that that's gonna... Okay, well, now that that's turned off, that should help my game out quite a bit. Maybe that's what crashed me in this one, episode 17. Oh, guys, figured it out. Okay. Anyway. Boom. Plutonium. Ta-da! Such a climatic ending. Oh my god. Refreshing. Can I please look at this transfer note? You know what? And just because I want to, I'm gonna put this here, but I am not gonna allow iron stuff. Iron to get put into it. Guys, I can't talk. I'll be back. I need to make some more pipes or find some. Oh. Good news, guys. I found 19 pipes, upstairs. It's the last of what I got, so I don't have to make some more stuff. But uranium, stuff. Making this way more complicated just because I want it. Okay. That should put it... Uranium? Uranium. Oh, there we go. So that's uranium-238. There we... That's all we're gonna do for now. I mean, I might add more to this later, just because, and the only thing I would add is something to make the MOX, clear fuel. I don't know if it has a benefit. I don't know if it's, like, better. Uranium, but, yeah. So what I do is I use covers to, cover these up, just so they take up nearly as much space behind. Yeah, basically what I do now is I go around, cover the things that need to be covered. Game, please. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so now I just like to go around and cover things up. Oh no, we're gonna have to use our maintenance access now. Yeah, so... Same thing. Rock. It's not the same thickness? Oh, no, they are. What's going on here, game? What are you trying to tell me? What's... What? What? Okay, well... Yeah, I think inventory cleaning day is gonna happen. Yeah, I use covers just so I can see things better. So I use full blocks. Pretty crazy fast. Please place this. Game. Here we go. go. Okay. Oh, now I can get up there again. Alright. It's kind of the boring part. But, you know, I gotta make it look, you know, somewhat competent. At least I feel like I have to. Okay. Come on! I know I can put panels behind these. Game. Game. Please. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh. Well, that wasn't so hard, huh? Game, I can't. Super big deal. But, yeah, there we go. I mean, there's just one thing that kinda needs fixing with this whole system. Not yet. While we are full on power. Well, you know what? I found some old depleted fuel rods, so let's not... There is no need to keep it running for longer than we need to. Where's my tech bag? 1, 2, 3, 4... Just trying to get all this tech stuff we ended up not needing. That's right, I said I was going to use a compressor, and then I didn't. Who cares? I mean, I guess I kind of care. I mean, well, an extra compressor isn't, like, the worst thing to have, you know? Okay, let's go into my building bag as well. I'm just gonna... This is basically just for blocks and building, you know what? I have to rebrand that. I'm gonna rename it. Let's grab this uranium-238 out of here. Oh, looks so weird being all covered up. How much uranium do we have? Oh, I don't have the labeler on me. Shoot. So I know we only have 3 plutonium. Okay, but yeah, if I was going to add something, it would just be a crafter here, and then maybe another barrel, but I think that's a-okay. I think we're pretty good to... I think it's done. This is it. It's finished. So, yeah, so, I mean, I guess I'll go over it one more time. So, basically, what happens is, if you guys just want to see how it works, put uranium ore into this input chest, and then it goes down into this macerator here, which will, crush it. Then it'll get washed in this ore washing plant, become purified. We'll also get some other stuff. The sink just provides us with infinite amounts of water. Goes into this chest. This chest then takes the lead dust, sends it up to this batch crafter, crafts it into pulverized lead, smelts it down, and then puts it in this drawer. I always call them barrels just because I used to play, I played modded very long time ago when we had those barrel mods, but storage drawers is just better barrels, basically. But, yeah, so then purified crushed uranium ore, as you can see, it goes into here. Which this is where we're having issues, as you can tell. But yeah, so in case you guys don't remember, I just need a way to take uranium-238 out of here every so often. Yeah, so then what happens is this stuff gets pulled into this batch crafter. The batch crafter then crafts this enriched uranium nuclear fuel, which then gets sent here. But then, in order to craft the fuel rod, as you can see it just did, we need iron sent to here and then put into here, which, after it's all said and done, iron gets recycled and sent back here, and then, if necessary, I can pull more from my other resources. This one makes iron plates, and this one makes copper plates, and then they are all fed into here, as well as the fuel rods, which are fed into here. So then they go up, and then it's pulled out from a pipe behind here, as you can see, that goes up. on top of the reactors and basically kind of waits for them to run out of power. So, and then when one does run out, its fuel rods become depleted. That's the way you should say it. Um, they are then pulled out from these transfer nodes, which have these important filters. You need to put a quad uranium fuel rod, or a depleted one, into here and make sure it's a white list, not a black list. That is important, or else it'll just suck everything out of your reactor, which then goes... Those depleted uranium fuel rods go into this thermal centrifuge, which then turns it into plutonium, iron dust, and uranium. Uranium just gets pulled to this barrel for now. We might do more with it later. This electric furnace smelts down the iron and sends it back to those two metal formers to be recycled. And then the plutonium goes into the spatchcrafter to become, well, actual plutonium. I should have specified it makes tiny piles of plutonium, but I mean, you get it. And then the tiny pile, and then the crafted plutonium goes into here. Huh. It's a long system. It's really long, but yeah, that's gonna wrap up my nuclear escapades. I need to do something with this stuff, don't I? Yeah. So this uranium all comes from my system before I completely automated it all. So let's just toss that into there. Maybe I should just have something like feed it constantly. Well, we can toss another stack in. Okay. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just... Should I do that? Do I have any more pipes? Oh, fantastic, I do. You know what? I'll just do that for now. It'll be temporary just to make sure this stuff all gets used up. Send all of it into there. Really test this end part. And you know what? We can slap another overclocker onto you. These can keep up, right? Yeah, it can keep up. I think. I hope. Maybe not. We'll leave it out. I don't know. Concerned about straining these a little bit. Alright, so if this thing didn't consume as much power as it did, yeah, I could... Ooh, okay, never mind. The batch craft is pretty bad too, but not a super big deal. So yeah, we'll just do that for now. That'll get removed later, just because I need to get rid of that. Or not, I'm not getting rid of it. I need to utilize it, and that's kind of the only thing it's good for right now. So, oh wait, nope, I can't leave in my... There we go. Back to a nanosuit wearing, or a guy who wears goggles and a nanosuit instead of hazmat. Okay. So yeah, there you go. That finishes my my automated nuclear setup. I think. Do I have any more MFSUs? I know I have one more over there. If I have another one, I'd like to use it just so I have more power. Do I? No, I do not. I don't. Well, okay. Well, I think that's gonna wrap things up for our technology stuff for this episode. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm back up on my Thaumcraft floating islands, and as you can see behind me as well, I have an infusion altar set up. So yeah, I was able to progress quite a bit further into Thaumcraft. I kind of figured out the because if you guys recall the last time I worked on Thaumcraft, I was having an issue with writing these theories, but excuse me. I figured out that the theories are you gain them from using the research table. So I did a bunch of research, got some stuff done, so I thought I would update you guys on that very briefly. Now that I think of... Wait a minute. Oh, guys, I thought of a use for the... Since we have all these basic machines up here. For now, anyway. We have any? Nope. Nothing in there. But yeah, oh, I totally forgot I built this. But yeah, this is just some basic machinery I thought would be nice to have up here. Might change around the machinery depending on what we end up needing. I know I'm gonna definitely keep in the metal former and electric furnace though. Not so sure about the macerator. We will see in due time. And then we also have that box to act as a little bit of a buffer for power. I also got this Essentia smeltery set up and one alembic. Did I do anything up here? No, those impregnated things are... Oh, as you can see, I made a lot of these crystals. Let's do where's my quest book? There it is. Let's do a quick update here. Yeah, I got quite a few more, or quite a few quests done. Let's see here. The Essentia Smeltery one, or I don't think it was the book. I think it was mainly in my Enigmatica. I got a lot of stuff done in, or more stuff done in. Yeah, that's right. I was able to start Infusion. I got a bunch of new stuff unlocked. I got Aromancy. I don't believe I had that quite yet. I don't remember. Alchemy. I got this warded jar and label thing done. Let's see. Artifice. I got the basics of Artifice. I did not make all this stuff yet. And I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. I know what some of this stuff does. I know what that does, and this, and not that. I do know what this stuff does. That's new to me. I'm more of an older Thaumcraft player. Ah, here's where I believe I did most of my work. Yeah, so I got the whole infusion stuff set up. Followed the... Oh, that's just the, just a little thing that plays. I have the research for this, but I don't have any way to get this 50 air. I'm going to need to use the Essentia smelter to do that. I don't have a mundane ring, or... Yeah, and... But yeah, I can't do that quite yet. These banners, though... I don't know what that's really for. I can craft a mundane belt, however. I can make these, stone, which, you know... I guess they're kinda helpful. Sort of. I mean, they can be. They can be helpful. So... Yeah, that's kind of an update on how I've been doing in Thaumcraft. Alright guys, so anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. Did a quick magic update, and we finished our automated nuclear reactor processor system, whatever you want to call it. I think I called it I called it a setup in the last episode. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please help me out if you guys can figure a way out how to take some of that uranium out of that batch crafter and send it somewhere else, but not all of it, not all of it. If any of you know of a way to do that, please comment, let me know. I don't know, message me on Discord. I'd like to know, get that fixed, because it's a little bit of an issue right now. Or if you have a good way to get more uranium-235, add that onto the system. Oh, and tell me if I should be turning that plutonium into the MOX fuel, or just leaving it. Although I think the RTG pellets would probably be more useful. I've been making all those RTG things, all those, like, americium and uranium ones, been from dragon layers and stuff I've gotten from those, and I'm pretty much run dry at this point on those. Can't really rely on them anymore. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.